On your Friday morning, we continue to follow that breaking news out of South Sacramento.
Standoff and then a fire occurred. ABC 10's Kandace Red is live off Arleta Court with the very latest. Multiple agencies involved in this one. Kandace?
This all happened around midnight. Deputies say that they responded to this home right behind me for a domestic violence situation. When deputies got here, they say that the man barricaded himself inside. He had a knife and then he set the home on fire. We're told that the victim had minor injuries. The victim, along with several family members, were able to get out of the house safely. Again, deputies, they did their best to ensure that the person surrendered, but that did not happen.
Our ultimate goal is a peaceful surrender. Come out peacefully. We'll talk to you till you're blue in the face. We're not in any rush to make it happen. And they did try, but again, we're beholden to what the suspect does. So we can only do what they allow us to do. And in this case, again, he kind of forced his hand and set the house on fire.
When firefighters went inside the home, they found the suspect unresponsive on the floor in the bedroom. He was later pronounced dead at the scene. Again, we know that deputies are handling the domestic violence case while firefighters simply try to figure out exactly what caused this fire. Again, how the fire started. Again, all of this happening overnight at this home, a duplex on Arleta Court. This is right near Orange Avenue and South Sacramento.
All right, Kandace Red, very latest. Kandace, thank you for updating.
Some breaking news out of Sacramento International Airport this morning.
Yes, they're having some type of an internet outage out there. It is causing long lines and certainly some delays. ABC 10's Kandace Red is at the airport now with probably some folks who figured the first flight out today is always on time. Not so much today, Kandace.
Good morning. You know what? Traveling, it's already a headache, and the last thing anyone wants is a delayed or canceled flight, but that is definitely a possibility today because of some internet issues. This is with AT&T. Again, we did speak with the Sacramento International Airport. They say this is only impacting Southwest and Delta Airlines. I do want to get over to Melody. Melody, this is not what you were hoping for.
Not at all. Not at 4 a.m. No.
And what time was your flight? Where are you from? Where are you trying to get to?
Okay, I'm from here.
Okay.
We're traveling to Denver, and our other flight connects to Chicago, and a lot of people are on this flight. It should be leaving now.
But you're not there.
I'm not there because I have check-in baggage, but even though I have check-in baggage, others that don't, there's like 10 on the plane right now, and they're just waiting for us. So.
And you said you've been waiting here at the airport for about an hour now, right?
Yeah, a little over.
And I see that there's this long line. We're showing our viewers that right now. So many people just standing and waiting. You're actually in this line. You have your luggage, right? Just kind of trying to save your spot.
Yes. It's probably moved about 1/8 of a mile in an hour. It hasn't really moved that fast because they're handwriting tickets, and then they're handwriting the tickets on the plane too. So if you're not internet savvy and don't have it on your phone, then you're gonna have a problem trying to show proof.
What's your next step?
I'm gonna go have some coffee, get something to eat, and just stay in line.
Well, definitely safe travels to you if you're able to make it out. Again, so sorry to see that you're having to experience this.
It's not the best. It's not what I hoped for.
Well, as you can see, again, Melody, you're not alone. And again, we do know that flights are delayed, none being reported as canceled at this time. Again, this is an AT&T internet maintenance issue. We're being told that the problem is in downtown Sacramento, J Street and 8th Street. They're working to get it fixed, but still no time frame on exactly when there will be a solution. So again, as you heard from Melody, who's traveling, it's just a wait and see at this point. But again, the airport is really trying to remind folks to make sure you check the status of your flight.
Yeah, all good tips, good information
Headaches.
coming in, Candace. Southwest and Delta. It is a downtown Sacramento internet issue, and Melody's going to have coffee and wait and hope for the best. And
That's all you can do, right? Maybe
all
this
you can
is the
do
day
right
if
now.
you don't have to travel with a bag, you don't bring one.
Right.
Might not run into an issue.
all right, thank you very much, Candace Red. So, Candace, has the water subsided any?
Oh, well, good morning to you. Well, as you can see behind me, no longer a flooding problem. Crews are on scene right now. They're just focused on repairing and the cleanup process. I do want to go ahead and give you a live look. As you can see, there's heavy machinery. There's also those orange traffic cones that are up and signs posted that read road closed. Again, that's all because there was a water main break in this neighborhood. It happened today. It was just before 6 o'clock this morning. It was so bad earlier that the streets were flooded, Walt, as you mentioned. And even at one point, the water was flowing more than half a mile from the break. All of that information is coming from Sac Metro Fire. We also are told that fire officials, they were even close to evacuating multiple neighborhoods, but that didn't happen. Again, crews, they were able to come out here quickly, get the water under control. And again, as you can see, no longer a flooding issue. And as I mentioned earlier, now all that's left is just the repair and cleanup process. But I do want to mention that right here on Pershing Avenue, again, parts of the road, it remains closed. So of course you want to just go ahead and be sure to avoid this area.
Well, those public works employees got out there pretty quickly, Candace, as they're tearing it up, and they're going to repair it. So good work by the engineers out there. Candace Red in the Carmichael area. Candace, thank you.
Even though speeding is dangerous, some people still drive way too fast.
Speeding killed more than 12,000 people in 2021. That's according to the Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And now that you know the latest numbers, let's get to our Candace Red live in Sacramento with how lawmakers are working to put an end to the speeding problem. Candace.
Well, as we know, speeding is a problem nationwide. That includes right here in California. As you mentioned, thousands of people die or get hurt. This is all due to reckless driving, and that's exactly why Senator Scott Wiener created Senate Bill 961. It requires certain vehicles to be equipped with what he calls a speed assistance system. Now, this system uses visual and audio signals to alert the driver if the vehicle is going more than 5 miles per hour over the legal speed limit. Now, we spoke with people right here in Sacramento, and some of them are for this type of technology being used in their cars, while others say not so much.
Tech is just too controlling. In a residential neighborhood, I wouldn't mind.
Devices uploaded in cars is not the right way. People don't really care and they'll just speed past you.
Now, the senator also introduced another bill to require Caltrans to improve streets, crosswalks, and curb extensions. Now, the purpose, he says, is to better accommodate pedestrians, cyclists, and the disability community. And we know that the Senate Transportation Committee will meet today to discuss both bills.
All right, Candace, thank you on the speeding beat today.
ABC 10's Candace Red joins us now in studio. Candace, good morning.
Good morning to the both of you. Well, we know that sexual violence affects millions of people each year, and many cases go unreported. Now, throughout the story, you'll see the number for the National Sexual Assault Hotline on your screen if you or someone you know needs help. Again, this is a problem that impacts every single community, and yes, that includes Sacramento State. Now, according to Sacramento State's annual security report, there were a total of 6 rape cases in 2022 compared to a total of 9 back in 2020. Now, campus organizations have been offering students educational workshops and other resources all month long. One of the biggest events is Denim Day and Take Back the Night. That's where students wear and decorate denim to help end victim blaming. Then after that, they march on campus. Now, the university says this is all about raising awareness, honoring survivors, and preventing sexual violence from happening in the first place.
We have counseling services, we have medical services, and so all those wraparound services that are available to students on campus. We also have advocates on the campus, faculty and staff who get trained to be of support to students as well, to get them to those resources.
Again, Sac State holds this event every year. It also comes with a special ceremony for survivors to speak out and share their stories. Again, this event is today at Sac State from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's going to be at the Library Quad. It is free and open to the public.
Kandace, thank you. How are they feeling about how this game's going to turn out?
Good morning. You know what? It is such an exciting time. We know that the Sacramento Kings, they're fighting for a spot in the playoffs, and they just need to win two more games to earn it. Again, the Kings will face the Golden State Warriors tonight at Golden One Center in the play-in tournament. Well, the stakes are high, with it being a win or go home situation. The winner of tonight's game will advance to play either the Los Angeles Lakers or the New Orleans Pelicans on Friday. And after that, it'll be a game with the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round of the playoffs. Well, for tonight's showdown, King fans, of course, they want to light the beam, right? And Warrior fans, well, they just want to keep the dynasty alive.
I want Sac to win. We need to win. You know, it's been a long time. You know, it's like our city has it tough, and I think it's time.
Automatically Warriors fan. Been to a bunch of Warriors game. Never actually been to a Kings game, even still being here. I see them lighting the beam up, so I'm guessing they're somewhat good this year.
I spoke with so many different fans, but you could tell that Warrior fan in particular was just sipping that haterade, right? Lord have mercy. Well, this is going to be a rematch between the rivals. The Warriors beat the Kings in the playoffs a year ago in a 7-game series. This time around, the Kings can possibly get revenge and send the Warriors home packing. So we shall see what happens. Again, the game is tonight at 7 p.m. at Golden One. But let's now talk about the ticket prices, right? How much do you have to pay to actually get inside the arena? Now, according to Ticketmaster, upper level tickets start at $147. And now the lower level, well, that starts at $240. So you're definitely gonna have to pay a big price.
Yeah.
Again, you can expect large crowds, the street closures, as well as some heavy traffic if you do plan on being in the downtown Sacramento area. So just be sure to keep that in mind and plan accordingly.
Yep, Kandace having fun out there. Kandace, thank you. Very expensive. That's the most expensive tickets for play-in tournament is in Sacramento tonight.
Good morning. You know, we can all do our part, and we know that plastic is everywhere. That's why, as you mentioned, the theme this year for Earth Day is Planet versus Plastic. So what better time than to make sure that you stop using so much plastic? We already know that it's polluting the rivers, the seas, the lakes, and according to California, our state spends more than $428 million each year to clean up and control plastic pollution. And less than 9% of plastic is being recycled in California. Well, Sacramento County is encouraging people to do their part, and that means recycling right.
Let's not wish cycle. Let's not just throw something in the recycling bin with the hopes that somebody else will do it right and get it recycled for us, because one thing in the wrong bin can contaminate a whole load.
And remember, there are ways that you could cut back on plastic altogether. How about getting a reusable water bottle? And when you go to the grocery store, just remember to take a reusable bag. And you can also replace plastic Tupperware for glass. And again, as you heard from Sacramento County, you want to make sure that you are recycling the right items the right way. And that means making sure you don't put those recyclables in a plastic bag. Again, they do not go in plastic bags, but they are supposed to go in the blue bin, loose, empty, and dry.
That's right, dry especially. All right, Kandace Red, thank you. Earth Day